Argentina's newly elected president has said that he is against buying any Chinese military equipment including J-10C and J-F-17 fighter jets. The navies of India and Russia are conducting a joint naval exercise in the Bay of Bengal, with an aim to jointly ensure safety of civilian shipping in the Asia-Pacific region. 1st Special Forces Group of the U.S. Special Forces and Indian Army's Special Forces from the Eastern Command have started the 14th edition of the Vajra Prahar exercise 2023. Indian Navy's latest indigenous guided missile destroyer INS Imphal has conducted the first ever test firing of Brahmos extended range missile. India and UK held the second Electric Propulsion Capability Partnership Joint Working Group meeting in New Delhi, and they discussed finalization of Statement of Technical Requirements, factory acceptance test procedures, maintenance and system integration requirement. The International Institute for Strategic Studies has said that India's two-tiered ballistic missile defense system presents an immediate challenge to Pakistan's ability to penetrate Indian airspace, as Pakistan's Babur and Rad subsonic cruise missiles are particularly vulnerable to interception by India's BMD system and S-400 system. Mazagan Dock Shipbuilders has said that the Indian Navy will receive INS Shishumar submarine after its retrofitting process by the end of this year, while INS Sankush submarine in 2026 after completion of midlife refit and certification. The Indian Air Force has issued a tender to Hindustan Aeronautics for the purchase of 12 advanced Su-30 fighter jets with a high percentage of indigenous content, and HAL will respond to the tender by next month with details of the project. Russia's United Aircraft Corporation has filed a patent for a new two-seater stealth fighter jet that is believed to be the long-awaited Indo-Russian FGFA fifth-generation fighter aircraft. Despite India's withdrawal in 2019, Russia has continued to develop the FGFA, and the new patent filing suggests that the company is now ready to manufacture the aircraft. India's withdrawal from the FGFA program was a major setback for Russia. However, the new patent filing suggests that Russia is still interested in selling the aircraft to India, and it is still possible that India could re-enter the program at a later date. The patent documents shows a fighter jet with a similar appearance to the Su-57, but it will have a larger fuselage to accommodate 2 crew members. After acquiring Israeli Heron Mark II long-range armed drones, the Indian Army and Indian Navy recently ordered 4 Hermes 900 Starliner from Israel, and latest reports suggest that while the initial order consists of a limited number of drones, the Indian Army and Indian Navy are expected to closely monitor the performance of the Hermes 900 during operational deployment, and positive outcomes could lead to subsequent orders, with indications suggesting the possibility of acquiring 12 more of these advanced UAVs. The Indian government discussed the delays in delivery of F-404 engines with US officials, and General Electric has now said that it is preparing for a historic production surge, as it prepares to fulfill the US Air Force's purchase of 351 Boeing T-7A Red Hawk trainers, and to meet a contract for 99 F-404 engines for India's Tejas Mark 1A fighter jets. Despite a temporary disruption in the supply chain, General Electric officials have confirmed that the engine deliveries to India will commence soon. The Indian Army has issued a request for information to identify prospective public sector and private sector vendors for outsourcing the overhaul of T-72 tanks, including the provisioning of major assemblies, sub-assemblies and spares. The scope of work includes inspection of the components, repair the assemblies by replacing the worn-out parts, replacement of unrepairable assemblies, and testing and integration of new assemblies in the tanks. The Anna University is developing a cargo drone that is capable of carrying a payload of 50 kilograms for the Indian Army. It can navigate through treacherous terrain, and is capable of transporting arms, ammunition, medical supplies and food, particularly in regions with difficult terrain or harsh weather conditions. The development of these drones capable of carrying heavier payloads opens up new possibilities for surveillance, reconnaissance and search and rescue missions. Today's top 3 comments.